Hello guys, and welcome back to a Sims 4 special video. And yes, special, that's the term, a Sims 4 special video. Today, I'm going to be going over everything about my three, against my opinion. You guys might hate werewolves, okay? Honestly, I love werewolves. You guys might hate them, but I love werewolves. They're my favorite occult, bar none, honestly. But the other two very close ones, actually, a very second close for werewolves to be vampires. And then, not far behind vampires, we have spellcasters, aka witches and warlocks. And I want to talk about every single one of them. This is going to be a long video. So get a bucket of popcorn and watch till the end of the video. Alright. Again, I'll be explaining every single one of them, which is really nice. And all their skill trees. So yeah. So I'm going to start off with my favorite occult first, which I've already mentioned at the very beginning of this video, and that is werewolves. I have Kurt here. You know who he is. I mean, come on, he's quite evident. You've seen him from my other werewolf guide videos. You obviously know what he is. He's a werewolf, quite obviously. And the cool thing about werewolves is they are not just some bland freaking sim. No. Werewolves are not human at all. I mean, yeah, yes and no. There is one thing in particular that depends on their, element or supernatural element to them, and that is their fury. Their fury basically defines if they're a human or a werewolf. Because the higher it is, the more animalistic and savage they become. And if it reaches max, then they go on a rampage. And when they're on a rampage, they really can't do much besides, well, scare Sims, try to regain control if you have the will to resist, which, by the way, doesn't really work all that much. Even if you're in Apex, I've tested it, it doesn't really help if you're in Apex. It does, but 9 times out of 10, I've still seen my werewolf fail to regain control. So I guess it just depends on how often you go on a rampage, too. But I don't know. So, vampires, like I said, are a very close second. If you're all wondering, I have 2 vampires and 2 vampires and 2 werewolves. 1 high-rank vampire, 1 low-rank vampire, a high-rank werewolf, and a low-rank werewolf. So Kurt is my high-rank werewolf at Apex, and Cassie is my high-rank vampire at a Grandmaster. The exact opposite with Mortimer. He's a pup. He has quite high fury right now, which, is never a good time. So basically, he is like kind of in the mid for human and werewolf right now, because his fury is like halfway. His fury is like halfway, so, again, this basically defines where you're human or your, werewolfy self, basically. And then I got Kurt here, which right now he basically has none. He has no fury right now. Might go to Cassie, blah. And then I got Nancy as well. And she is the low-rank vampire at a fledgling rank. So really cool with vampires is that you can rank them up, and there's so many possibilities you can have with vampires. Like, you can have a vampire that's completely immortal to the sun, or you can have a vampire that is extremely weak to the sun, to where they just die in literal seconds. I'm not joking, guys. I literally tested this, and the moment my vampire, I'm not even joking, full vampire energy, I'm not even joking, with 3 levels of thin-skinned, which is a vampire weakness, I repeat, do not get all 3 levels of this. You will regret it. Because, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I had full vampire energy. I set my vampire out, immediately died. I'm not even joking, not even a split second. And my vampire died. literal second. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, it wasn't even a second. That's even faster than a werewolf's fury increases during a full moon. I'm not even joking. Like, in a snap of a finger, my vampire died with full vampire energy, with all levels of thin-skinned. I'm not even joking. Like, you don't have time to react if your vampire is outside with a level 3 thin-skinned. I'm not even joking. If you have all 3 levels of this, say sayonara to your vampire, unless it's nighttime, because your vampire instantly dies. But Cassie is a Grandmaster, so she's more of an advanced vampire. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys real quick. Oh my god, I clicked on the wrong thing. So she's quite more advanced than Nancy. She has more of the powers. And the same goes for Kurt having more than Mortimer. Let me show you. And he has more temperaments. Which the temperaments basically define where your fury comes from. So, like, Kurt has Frisky. Both Kurt and Mortimer actually have Frisky. I'm not even joking. And then Kurt has these 3 blue ones, which basically do the exact opposite of these red ones. And they produce less fury. In other words, they basically tame your fury. In other words, prevent it from going up fast. Whether you're in human or beast form. Which is actually really nice. I like that. And something else I really like is this kind of comprehends with, not really, but it kind of comprehends with vampires and werewolves, is that something I do not like is that, and it's kind of disappointing, is that vampires and werewolves can't have a friendly smackdown. Like, they can't have, like, a supernatural smackdown, but it be friendly. It has to be a mean one, so you have to have a negative relationship to have such thing. And that is really disappointing. Why can you not have a friendly one? That's always been a question in The Sims 4. Will it be answered? I hardly doubt it. So yeah. And my only spellcaster is right here. I haven't even mentioned my spellcaster yet. By the way, all of these occults can be younger, but it's not until they are a teen to where they get their fury and, you know, vampire energy and whatnot. Speaking of vampire energy, I didn't even talk about vampire energy. What am I doing, guys? I'm a dunce. Anyway, basically this replaces a regular sim energy, with vampire energy, because, well, duh, they're not human anymore. Vampires. Vampire energy. How ironic. Basically, this defines your power, basically. The more vampire energy you have, the more powers you can use before needing to regen again. It's really nice. It's really nice. You can do things like have a dark meditation, or you can hibernate in the coffin to get vampire energy back. But do know, if you are in the sun, if you don't have all 3 levels, I'm going to say this right now, and you guys are going to hate me, I know it. But if you don't have all 3 levels of thin skin, your vampire energy go down, and once it has hit that 0 point, it will give you a warning. Like, it has a red outline of the actual energy, because if you don't get them out before that happens, then they die. But if you have all levels of thin skinned, you don't have time to react. It's not even a warning. It's just instant death. So, yeah. Now, spellcasters, kind of similar to the werewolf's fury, is they have their spellcaster charge, which basically defines how many spells they have used very recently. And the higher their charge, the more prowess they have when it comes to their, their spell casting. But also at the danger of them getting cursed and being killed, because they can die this way as well. So if their charge is too high, they can have an overload, and they can easily die in a matter of seconds, especially if you have the Curse of Uncontrollable Charge, which is a Spellcaster Curse, 1 of 9. Spellcasters can have up to 3 curses, while werewolves having up to 4 temperaments, shown here. If Spellcaster has 3 curses, then it's not really good, because Spellcasters, they don't like getting cursed. Werewolves, temperaments are basically kind of needed, especially the red ones. I mean, I don't like my Fury hitting max, but I don't like it not going up at all either. One of the easiest ways to actually get your Fury up faster is by being transformed. Not only does this get your Fury up faster, but it also increases your skill gain, your werewolf experience, and on top of that, this is really funny and this is really ridiculous, but being transformed also keeps you insulated, so you're protected from the heat and cold if you have seasons. So it's really nice, and it kind of does cross-pack playability there as well, and I really like that, because that doesn't happen if you have seasons. So I guess werewolves kind of falling in with seasons there. So really nice. And as for spellcasters again, did I mention all 3 of my favorite occults? My favorite occults. Again, it might be somebody else's opinion, so it doesn't have to be my opinion. All 3 of my favorite occults have special graves and urns. So yeah, when they die, they do not have the normal, like, human or mermaid grave and urn, which is really nice. Spellcasters, vampires, and werewolves have special graves and urns when they die. If they can die, because if you guys didn't know, werewolves and vampires, they can become immortal to complete death, especially werewolves. If werewolves have the immortal wolf ability, they cannot die whatsoever. They cannot die at all. They say heck no to drowning. 0 energy in the pool, they don't give a crap. They just stay afloat. Sorry guys, a little dehydrated here. Sorry, I kind of laughed myself out from saying that. I don't know why I said that. I sound crazy. Why did I say that? I guess to have some amusement. And which is really nice about all 3 of my favorite occults, is that they can all have the ability to turn other sims into that occult as well. So vampires can turn other sims into vampires using the vampire creation power. So yeah, which is really nice I can demonstrate in this video, unlike the other video. Because Flatty Daddy was actually dead on that one. I forgot. On that particular save, Flad actually died. On this save, Flad is not dead. He just doesn't know Cassie. So I guess Cassie and Flad in this save are basically your 2 Grand Masters, I guess. Either way, and yeah, so that's basically how that works. If there's another sim that is not as like another occult, I'll click on this one to give you an example. This sim is a spellcaster, so I cannot turn him into a vampire because he's a spellcaster. See? Wolfgang is currently a spellcaster, so I cannot turn him into a vampire. If I go to Kurt, he has a similar ability called Curse Bearer, and basically with this ability, werewolves can give the cursed bite to sims, human sims. And similar to vampires, this is the way to turn other sims into vampires. Werewolves, god dang it, dude. I keep thinking of one in my head, and it always says the wrong one. And as you can see, there's the cursed bite ability, and as you can see, it's grayed out because the sim is a freaking spellcaster, so I cannot give him the cursed bite. So yeah. That's how this works, guys. in werewolves, if they eat wolfbane, which is like little plants, don't eat wolfbane as a werewolf, because they do get negative buffs. You will regret eating wolfbane if your sim is a werewolf. Is there any wolfbane around here? I don't think there is. Which is good. When Kurt doesn't see any wolfbane, becomes... Okay, I thought that's a wild bluebell. Okay, I thought that was wolfbane for a minute. But it's not. I don't think there's any wolfbane around here. I wish there was, so I can show you guys. Nope. Another wild bluebell. Why is there so many bluebells around here? I don't understand. There's no wolfbane, but there's there's a bunch of bluebells. Bluebell plants. But anyway, the best two places you can find wolfbane are in Forgotten Hollow and Moowood Mill. So, those are the best two places you can find wolfbane. So, yeah. Really nice. The only thing I can say for werewolves that I do not like, and that kind of disappoints me, plural, is they do not have a special death. But, guys, Fury, the way they eat, the abilities, the dormant abilities, like, guys, do you really need a special death when they come with that much? I don't think so. So I guess it just makes up so much for that one little, for that one little critic. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, it's a really special one, and the reason why I like all three werewolf spellcasters and vampires. Did I say werewolf? Werewolves, plural. I gotta include, first of all, it's on the F into a V, and then the ES. Yeah, you didn't think I'm that smart, don't you? Like, honestly, I'm smart. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Till next time, peace out.